Well, today we're gonna go make a different kind of video. And the reason we are is because we're gonna drive back to Hell's Church, which is actually called New Hightower Baptist Church, aka Hell's Church. I just live 1.3 miles from this church, and it's actually quite a tourist attraction. But what makes this church so unusual is it's back down, it's isolated. It's back down this narrow road, barely room for two cars to get down. It is paved though, but still. So a little history about this church. The church that is there now is actually the third building. This church was built in the 1860s, and it was actually, you know, quite a bustling little area, but due to prosperity, all that has changed and caused it to be back here all by itself. Now, this is the start of the narrow road, getting back to the church. But anyway, so the church started off in the 1860s as actually a school and a church, and it was just a log cabin. And I'm not quite sure about the date, but it was actually torn down, and a church was built across the street. And they had a little small cemetery by the church, and they actually had the hanging tree, or the lynching tree, or whatever you want to call it. But they had it, and the graves go back, of course, to the 1800s. But the sad part is, due to all the vandalism, and kids just went in there and broke headstones from the 1800s, and so a lot of the graves are unmarked. All that's there is just little stone headstones with no writing on it, so you don't even know who's there. But anyway, so back in the 70s, that's when people started saying this place was haunted. And then of course in the 80s, a kid was mutilated back here, and they said it was all satanic rituals and stuff like that. So back in 1990, 3 kids came back here and they torched the existing church with fire bombs, because they thought that this place was, they thought that this place was a place for satanic worshipers. And actually, the leader, the one that actually, was the leader in burning this church down, his dad was actually killed, I think, by satanic worshipers, but not back here in another town, or locally. So he was mad at this church, so he torched the place, and of course they rebuilt it, and now it's just become, and of course they rebuilt it, and they have church here like once every 3 weeks, and for the most part, it's just a place for kids to come back here and drink, actually. So now we're actually just pulling up at the church. So I'm gonna take the camera. I'm gonna shut the camera off and get out the truck, and we'll walk around the cemetery. The only reason I'm showing this part is so I can show you during the day what it looks like, and then I'll come down here later, tonight, and we'll walk around. Alright, so there's the church right there. We'll walk up there in a little bit and show you what it says on the little rock there. But you see, it's such a tourist attraction, they had to put up this little fence to keep people from driving back there. Of course you can walk around it right there. But there's a cemetery right there. One of the church, actually, one of these set of steps, either that one right there, that one, or that other one, was actually the entrance to the old log cabin church school. And of course the hanging tree. I believe that tree right there in the center was actually the hanging tree. Talk about spooky. This place at night is spooky. I've been back here before, but they say if you come back out here at 10:30 at night, your car won't start. So it definitely is spooky. Let's see. See right here, these little headstones. Back in '96 or something like that, a bunch of kids came down here and just destroyed a bunch of headstones. I mean, just well, it says 1908 to 73. So, but there are, like I said, there are graves out here, because I've been down here when all the headstones were up from the 1800s, but unfortunately it's not like that no more. That's 2008. Look, grave site with no marker on it. No marker, no marker, no marker, no marker, no marker. No headstones. Of course, it got markers because somebody, had enough respect to come mark it. Look, this grave here doesn't have a headstone. It's just got that rock. But those are thanks to vandals come down here. Why would you destroy a graveyard? Of course, cat blocks for markers. I know some of these graves have been back here since the 1800s because I saw the headstones before they got vandalized. Let's see, you can't read that one. It's like 1921 or something like that. So anyway, and look, all these right here, all the markers are they're gone. The headstones are gone. A remnant from new Hightower Baptist Church burned by vandals, 1990. And then New Hightower Baptist Church constructed in 1886 as a school church and a burial for the dead. As you see, man, some crazy stuff could happen back here. Well, there you go. The baptism pool. The little short hike down to the baptism pool. And I guess at night, I guess you would think that this place is really haunted. But we'll come back tonight and we'll check it out and see how spooky it really is. Alright, it's about 10 o'clock at night and I'm headed back down to Hill's Church. And as you can see, it is dark out here. Kind of spooky out here, actually. 10 o'clock at night, down a wooded road and nothing around. Any minute now, expect to see something jumping out. It's lit up out here now. Well, we're here. Get out and check it out. Kind of spooky, man. If you want to know the truth. Got my little flashlight. There's the church. Spooky out here. Very spooky. I am not walking in that graveyard. I'm fine out here on the street. Maybe I'll just take a walk up the steps here. There you go. Alright, so we did our little tour down to Hell's Church, walked a little bit into the graveyard, and I'm going back home. It is definitely spooky out here. 10 o'clock at night. Definitely spooky. I've only got the camera running in case something jumps out at me. Wow. I won't be doing that no more. Pretty popular place.